Welcome back to another episode of Light the Fuse, the encyclopedic home for all things Mission Impossible. Charles, how you doing? How you feeling on this new trailer launch morning?
I feel great, Drew. Everything's good. You know, this is a great, exciting time. The trailer is awesome. Obviously, we saw it at CinemaCon, but now it is out for everyone to see. I'm very excited for the world to see it. Everybody's been asking us about it for weeks. Some people more persistent than others. And here we are. We've got a trailer to watch and to talk about today.
Yes, we are going to break this thing down frame by delicious frame. But before we do that, Charles, you know I got to do my favorite part of the show, which
Of course.
has nothing to do with you, Charles. It's all about my shout outs. So this episode is brought to you once again by Jeremy Dillon and his podcast, My Favorite Album. And we encourage you to go over there and check out Jeremy's show. It's great. This episode is also brought to you by John B., brought to you by Elvis Ripley, and by Suche. And without these fine folks, we could not do this show. So thank you all so much. Okay, Charles, let's start. Frame one. What are we seeing?
We're going in, huh?
We're going in.
Okay.
Okay. You want to talk about the images, and I'll do the reading of the dialogues. Go ahead.
Well, we've got Ethan motorcycling through the forest, right? We got a little bit of shaky cam, kind of long lens going through the forest, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. And who do we hear?
And now we've got him coming up right up to the edge and looking over. Now I know there was a little bit of behind the scenes footage of him doing that on the ramp, right? And there was like a little bit of a wire on him or whatever while he went up to the ramp. Like I know that the cliff itself is they had to do some visual effects, but he actually did this on the ramp, right?
Yeah.
I remember seeing him do that on the ramp. Like and then looking over and the camera went up. Like I remember them showing some behind the scenes footage of that, which is cool.
Yeah. And we love when drones are used in action movies. So that obviously is a big thrill.
Oh, do you think I'm trying to look at it. I'm wondering if is it a drone? Yeah, I guess it probably is a drone.
Well, there was that drone. There is a drone shot. I mean, that shot of him going all the way over is a drone shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's possible this one's a crane, but it could be a drone. You could be right there, too.
Well, let me just tell you what Kittredge is saying.
Okay. Yeah, Kittredge. Right. Go ahead, Kittredge.
Our lives are the sum of our choices.
Yep.
Ooh, what do you think that means, Charles?
Our lives are the sum of our choices. I mean, we are wrapping up this. I hope it's not, when I say wrap it up, I hope that doesn't mean that this is the end of the Mission Impossible series, but it does feel like, this is a culmination of all of the movies. I mean, obviously we're bringing Kittredge back.
Yeah.
Our lives are the sum of our choices. I mean, I guess what Ethan's choices have made in the past are, I don't know.
Catching up with him.
Catching up.
Yeah.
So,
do you think that the sum of your choices have led you to this podcast with me?
Sadly, yes. The sum of my choices have led me here to this moment, watching this trailer and breaking it down with you in the very early morning.
All right. So next shots. We got Ethan. We're assuming this is Venice. Is this Venice, Charles? Is that your assumption?
Yeah.
Okay.
My assumption is this is in Venice, and we got Ethan running down a dark alleyway, running away from lens, then running toward lens. Some exciting kind of Steadicam looking type stuff. I would assume it's possible it's on some kind of rig that's driving. But it might actually be a rig because it looks a little, the shakiness of it looks, it's not shaky, but it doesn't look quite like it's Steadicam.
What about this dialogue, Charles? We cannot escape the past.
Kittredge.
Intriguing.
Interesting.
Kittredge.
What are you up to? What's going on here?
What's all that then? So what do you think about these next couple of shots, Charles?
Yeah, this is what's really intriguing because this is that actress that McQuarrie announced on Instagram at one point.
Yes, she's in the opening credits. We saw her name in the opening credits at CinemaCon.
Right. And so the first shot is a very quick shot of what looks like Isai Morales taking a shot at her. And maybe she's getting shot, or maybe she's being scared, or I don't know. But are these actually linked? Because it's a trailer, you never know. Sometimes they put shots together to make them look like they belong together, and do they actually, Also, can we even see what we're believing in general from this? It's just, like from the whatever Esai is talking about later. Like it sounds like, and what Kittredge have talked about before about how they can control the truth. Like what are we talking about? Are they manipulating security cam footage of things and stuff? I don't know. Who knows?
I don't know. I haven't seen security cam footage with that many beautiful anamorphic lens flares, but that could be.
Yes, there are a lot of really beautiful. I mean, look at this one on her.
Yeah, I'm looking at that right now.
Has a little bit of a rainbow flare on the right as well. You see that?
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oof. Gorgeous.
Well, the other thing, Charles, we have to discuss, Esai in that very brief shot has dark hair. Is this somebody from the past? Is this a flashback?
Oh. Now that's intriguing.
You know what I'm saying?
Because is that a young Esai? Ooh, Drew. Ooh.
I know. I didn't want to drop that on you this early in the morning, but just think about it. Just think about it.
Okay. I'm thinking.
So he's maybe shooting this woman. She looks down like she's been shot. The shot after that looks like a shot from the first movie, which I fucking love.
I know. Yeah, this is like extreme Dutch angle. Ethan sitting in the dark, like, man, silhouette, beautiful.
Gun
Look
on
at that
table.
Look at that edge light on the top of his hair. Oh,
Oof.
Beautiful.
Nothing to lose, everything to lose. Who knows?
That hair.
He's got a envelope. Is that a mission briefing? What do you think?
Yeah. Maybe this is like the beginning of the movie. Maybe this is the mission briefing. I don't know.
Okay. Ethan, this mission of yours, says Kittredge.
And then we got Ethan running again, which probably is Venice.
Running, and some of the stuff is going to cost you.
Oof.
And this is more stuff from the first trailer. Dearly.
Okay.
And then we get that reverse shot of him in the kind of smoky room, the white room from the first trailer.
Right. Okay. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And the intensity, you can feel it.
And then, of course, Cruz with again from the first trailer, him shaking his head no, which is absolutely thrilling. I'm so excited about that moment. I want to see it so badly.
We get the Paramount logo.
Yep. We're back in the desert again.
The horrible Skydance logo. Okay, yeah, we're back in the desert. Some of this stuff is from the first trailer.
But now we've got a couple of new shots of Ilsa and her little sniper stand, which is just awesome. And they do a quick push in on her as she's reloading and takes another shot. Oh, that's a great shot.
And she is saying, Charles, let me just tell you this. The world is changing, she says. Truth is vanishing. War is coming. And now, of course, we have to talk about this. We got some submarine stuff. Not only do we have submarine stuff, we have submarine on submarine action, which is something that sending us over the edge.
And it looks like it's submarine under an ice layer.
Yeah.
So Arctic or Antarctic submarine action. Is it period piece submarine stuff? Is it current day submarine stuff? I don't know.
Did Esai shoot that woman on a submarine in the past? Think about it, Charles. Okay.
It's all everything. Just put it all on a submarine. Everything's in a submarine.
Everything's in a submarine.
We'll take it.
Okay, then we're back in Venice.
Yes, and that
at
party.
That crazy party.
And we've got this another awesome low angle Dutch angle of Palm pulling out a sword from her cane or something or whatever that is. I mean,
have we talked about her like Harlequin makeup with the white and the black teardrop? I mean, so cool.
Yes,
so
pretty awesome.
Different. Love it.
Yeah, which by the way, also we should mention that there is a poster out today that people should check out. We can put it in our show notes for today's episode.
Yes, and she's in that same makeup on the poster. Yeah.
I love the purple kind of curtains in the background here too. The colors. Oh man, it's awesome.
Yeah, and we love her little martinet jacket too. Yeah. The little Okay, so then we got a very menacing shot of Cruz, seemingly in the same location with some kind of crazy background. Yeah. There seem to be letters in that. Look at that, Charles, in the kind of screens behind him.
Letters?
You see that? Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. I see an L and a D.
Yeah. What are we getting into?
Okay.
And look at the shot of Esai.
And then behind Esai, I see A, C, T. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Some letters.
What's going on there, huh?
Intriguing.
They had a spelling bee?
Are we over analyzing just something totally meaningless in the background, or is it really important? I don't know.
We don't know. But we do know that Esai is standing next to Grace, the character played by Haley Atwell, who we were introduced to in the great CinemaCon footage, a thief, a potential ally of Cruz's, perhaps a potential antagonist. Who knows? But she is standing with Isai there.
Yep.
And what does he say, Charles? It's been a long time, friend.
Now, what is that? It's been a long time, friend. So they know each other. Were they friends before? Is he just being cheeky? Were they actually enemies?
Were they IMF?
Is he related to something in one of the previous movies?
Ooh. I like where your head's at with that one.
I mean, I'm just so curious. I mean, I know McQuarrie and Cruz, they want these movies to be completely standalone. But obviously they're calling upon things from the past. So
my guess is IMF agent gone rogue, former Confederate, now
the usual, the usual IMF agent gone rogue, or in the case of Solomon Lane, he's a British agent gone rogue.
Right. That's the career arc you go on, I think, as an IMF. Maybe they're not paying these guys enough. What is the deal?
Yeah, it seems like this is a pretty rampant issue.
Yeah. Maybe get the benefits into a better place. I don't know, Charles, but anyway, so the shot after that is of that eye that we've seen time and time again already in the marketing. What is it?
What is it?
We don't know. Here's another Dutch angle on Isai looking dank as hell.
Yep.
He says, "You have no idea the power I represent." The power he represents.
And that's kind of like he sort of talked about. He said that in other words in the footage we saw at CinemaCon in that 20-minute sequence. He talked about how he's
tapped into something bigger than himself. Okay, so then we have another awesome shot of Cruz, and Zola's in the background of that one. And
I love this movement, and I love what those light screens in the
background. It looks like a fog.
And the flare, and oh my god.
Yeah. So, what do you think about Zola being in the background too, Charles?
Oh my god, it's Zola. Yeah, I didn't catch that. So Zola is back. If you don't recall, Zola is the White Widow's brother.
Yeah.
So he's back at it.
So Isai says it knows your story and how it ends.
Okay. It knows your story.
It knows your story.
So
are we talking about the Predator here? Are we talking about
what are we
talking about, Charles?
Is it, it knows your story. It seemed like he had remember he had knowledge of the guy when we saw the CinemaCon footage. So is it some kind of like supercomputer database thing or something, or that I don't know.
We will find out soon enough. Okay, so we get a shot of him running, which is also from the trailer, but we don't get that beautiful shot of him running against the candles.
No,
sadly.
There's a little hint of that later, though, right?
And then we see the car.
Well, don't forget what he says here. He also says, "And how it ends."
And how I just said that. You're not even listening to me, Charles.
I don't listen to you. I'm just.
It's too early. It's too early
in the morning. I'm taken by the images. I'm sorry.
So we see Palm's crazy truck crashing through the banister on the Spanish Steps in Rome.
And this is all from the sequence we saw.
Yes, from the sequence you saw. It's very funny that there's also a sequence in Fast X that is set on the exact same steps. So Spanish Steps, tourism board, getting a lot out of that. So we see a few more shots from the Rome chase, which we saw in the trailer.
You saw Fast X, right?
I saw Fast X, yes.
Okay, so, I don't know. A lot of us haven't seen it yet. I guess it comes out tomorrow as of this recording.
Yeah.
But, so which chase sequence is better in Rome?
I think you know where I stand on that one, Charles. But I will say that the Fast X sequence
you might be a little biased.
I'm a little biased. The Fast X sequence is a ton of fun. It's maybe the highlight of the movie. So listen, more Rome chases, the better, I say.
Yeah, I'm into that.
Great shot of Haley turning around in the car, which we saw, I believe, in the other trailer. It was at least in the footage we saw at CinemaCon. White Widow looking very intrigued, but no dialogue from her yet. No understanding of how she fits into this movie, but she's in that same club.
Is this some kind of line? Are affiliations being made here? We've got Palm over one shoulder and Rebecca Ferguson over the other. I don't know what that means. Who knows?
Devil angel kind of scenario.
I don't know. That's interesting.
Listen, if I know my Sylvester and Tweety cartoons, I know that one of them is representing good and the other evil. Okay, so she's looking intrigued. Same nightclub setting in Venice. And then we got the team, Charles. Very briefly walking through that esplanade.
I think that was in the first trailer as well.
Yeah. All right, so here's some more Kittredge dialogue. Are you ready?
I mean, they're keeping this pretty tight. Let's just say, like, there's a lot of shots in here that are from the first trailer again.
Yes.
They're not giving us much. This is the second trailer, but it's still a teaser.
Correct.
I mean, wow.
2 months out, Charles. We gotta.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
All
okay.
right.
So
I'm ready.
Kittredge says, "Listen to me.
Okay. I'm listening, Kittredge.
The world's coming after you."
The world.
So we got Tarzan and Shay. We've got a bunch of guys grabbing guns, which is a very cool shot. I love the push-in.
Yeah.
Palm in her Harlequin makeup in Venice with the sword.
Oh, I love that. The Dutch angles again.
Another Dutch angle.
And the lens flares, and now we're on crew. Oh my gosh.
His fate is written. Shall we
His fate is written. So who is he talking about?
I think he is talking to Rebecca Ferguson
Or is he talking to Ethan about Benji or Luther? Because they better stay away from Benji and Luther.
Ooh, that's true.
Don't you mess with our Benji and our Luther.
I thought he was talking to one of the other characters about Ethan, but you could be.
That's true. Right. It could be that. I don't know. I'm just scared. I'm scared.
Shall we write yours too?
I don't like that. I don't like this.
He's a very threatening guy.
He needs to chill
not
out.
Be threatening our team like this.
Yeah. Okay.
Keep going here. We have that shot that looks like it was captured for promotional purposes, but apparently is part of the movie with Rebecca cozying up to
and more lovey-dovey between Ethan and Rebecca. I'm all for it. There are a lot of fans out there who just that's what they live for.
Yes.
And we're still waiting for that first on-screen kiss. Are we gonna get it in this one?
I hope so.
We'll
Need
see.
a little spice.
Yeah.
And then this is Ethan saying, Charles, if anything happens to them, okay, there's no place that I won't go to kill you.
He looks mad as hell when he's saying this, and I am very scared because, like I said, don't mess with Luther and Ilsa and Benji because you know what's going to happen. Ethan's coming for you, and we're going to come for you too.
Does he say that is written? That comes up in my subtitles. Hold on.
Me too.
That is written. Okay, he does say that. So this is in the...
Who says that? Oh, Cruz says that is written.
Ethan says that at the end. He's in the
Yeah.
Venice nightclub when he says that.
Okay.
All right, now we got some new establishing shots for this jump.
Motorcycle jump.
Yeah. Revving the engine.
So obviously he went off the ramp in the we saw all on the behind the scenes footage, and so it's been replaced with this grassy mountaintop situation. But we've got Tom Cruise actually jumping off of a cliff and down into the valley, which is terrifying. We don't even see the chute come up. Whew, that is death-defying.
You okay?
I'm sweating.
Okay.
We got again.
Let me tell you something, Charles. This July. Okay.
Okay,
Ethan,
great.
Okay, hold on. I gotta do my Luther. Ethan, what's your objective?
Uh-huh. And then
Running
he
through the
says,
lights. What is your ultimate objective?
Right.
Ultimate to me implies, okay, we are getting near the end. Maybe this is the end of the franchise, or at least the end of part of it. Charles,
I do not accept. I do not accept permission.
We gotta
condition
ourselves. We gotta
not ready.
Be ready for that possibility.
Nope. Not ready.
All right, fine. Denial isn't just a river in Egypt, Charles. I just need to remind you of that.
Thank you for that.
We've got Isai and Cruz on top of the train. What about that? Just duking it out.
Wait, what about the candle? Is that before or after the candles?
That's after the candles.
Because we got a new candle shot, right? That
we do have a new candle shot.
Coming straight at him. That looks awesome. Okay. But so, now it's on top of the train, pulling out a knife, some fisticuffs.
Shades of Mission Impossible 1.
Yes. The bridge blowing up. I mean, this is exciting. I'm very excited.
Palm versus Tom in the little corridor in Venice.
Yeah.
Headbutt.
Looks kinetic as hell. Looks awesome.
Okay, this is what Ethan is saying. Your life will always matter more to me. Okay. And then shots of Benji.
And
shots of Luther. Than my own, he says.
Okay.
Will he sacrifice himself?
Not liking that either.
Is there a possibility that this ends in a somewhat Skyfall-ish way with him perhaps plummeting to his death, and we don't know his whereabouts.
I mean, we know there's Mission Impossible 8 coming, and so we know he's going to survive, right? So please, I mean, that would be quite the fake out if they were like filming fake things for 8 and didn't have Tom Cruise in 8.
No, I'm not saying that he doesn't come back. I'm just saying that his fate is left.
Right. His fate is not written. Let's say that.
And listen, the long hair suggests a time jump. So maybe he's just out of commission or
right
underground, or
maybe he goes into the water at the end and just goes for a nice swim for a few years and lets his hair grow out.
Comes out refreshed. Better than ever. Okay.
Oh man, I am terrified of what's coming in this movie.
More of the Rome chase. There's a big fire. What about that fireball that's coming out of the train?
Oh yeah, it looks like he's jumping from one car of the train to the other while something's exploding. Jeez. This is that cool shot that we've talked about for a while, which is like he's like it looks he's like sliding into the train and hitting a table.
Yes.
Like, oh man, it looks awesome.
We saw that with Wires a year ago or something at the CinemaCon.
And I love them floating up into the train.
Yeah,
when
that's
they
very
lose gravity.
cool.
Like, oh my god, amazing.
Also, we got to give a shout out to our friends over at ILM. Looks like they've done their due diligence with this one. Some really incredible stuff in there.
Yeah, I mean, we know that they actually drove a train off of a cliff in, what appears to be a reference to Buster Keaton and The General, classic silent film. If you haven't seen it, it's pretty remarkable that you should definitely check out. It has amazing stunts and hilarious stuff. But clearly, ILM has done some amazing work here as well to enhance or to help. Because I know that they did that in a quarry in England, and now they have to make it look like it's in, I don't know where this is supposed to be.
Yeah.
But not England.
All right, so here's a shot of the team walking through Venice again. None of our lives can matter more than this mission. This mission, Charles. What about this mission?
That's Luther.
Yeah, this is Luther talking.
Yeah, I don't know. Again, they're just putting fear into me, and I don't like it.
I like you on edge.
You like me in a vulnerable place. Great. Thanks.
Yeah, I want you to be cornered and afraid and naked and shivering. That's how I like you. Which actually describes our Vegas trip to a degree.
That's the annual CinemaCon trip in a nutshell.
Yeah. So what does Cruise say to this that Ving is saying? He says, I don't accept that.
He doesn't accept that mission, just like me. That's good, Ethan. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we see him punching some people in the nightclub in Venice, including one guy really hard.
Oh, yeah, real mad.
Okay, Tom Cruise, title card. And he is in...
Yeah, and let's just say quickly also, the title card's still on fire. Amazing work from the guys at Filmograph, who we love, of course.
I love that he's back in aviator sunglasses, which we have we ever seen him wearing aviators in a Mission Impossible movie?
That is a great question. For any of you listeners out there, please let us know, because I don't think so.
I don't think so either. We've talked about doing an entire episode on his sunglasses.
Oh, no, you know what? Maybe in Rogue Nation when they go to Morocco, right? Not exactly the same shape.
No.
But I think he might have some sunglasses there that he doesn't wear often, but he has them when they first get there.
Let's go to the tape.
All of you out there, let us know.
Let us know.
Has Ethan ever worn aviators?
Maybe it's a little nod to a certain Top Gun Maverick. But so he turns around. He jumps over. This is all stuff from the last trailer. He jumps over that ledge.
Yep.
At the party, naked ladies gyrating around, which is a different shot than the one from the teaser. The car sliding. Okay, so here's another part of one of our favorite parts from the first teaser, which is the green smoke explosions.
Yep.
New angles on this particular incident. What do we, any more insight we can glean from the green gas attack?
I don't know. I mean, we can speculate all day. I don't know. I'm excited to find out.
Thanks for that, Charles. Okay, and we're Rebecca unsheathing her sword, Palm in the train car.
Another, bits from the first trailer. Again,
more bits from the first
trailer. They're not giving us much.
No.
They're playing their cards close to the chest. Close to the vest? Close to the chest or close to the vest?
I've heard it both ways. What do you think? Let's let the listeners decide. Close to the chest or close to the vest?
I mean, not everybody wears a vest, so I think chest probably makes more sense, right?
Okay. Yeah, all stuff from the trailers. But here's some new stuff. Amazing shot of the train going over the side of the fucking mountain or whatever, and then
I love the one that's mounted to the side of the train.
Yeah.
Oh, that is just awesome.
It's so good. And then
it looks like
Splashdown
with some help from ILM, because I think we know that quarry that they smashed it into was not very deep. So, but it looks like here in the trailer, it's going underwater. So that's interesting.
And then Ethan hanging on to the side of that train for dear life.
Yeah.
Do I think that he was in a blue screen environment for that? No, I do not. I think he was still whatever they could do to dangle Tom Cruise over an actual quarry, they will do. So
yes, I do wonder. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a little bit of work there, but how much was it to make it look like a different environment, or I don't know. Yeah, we'll have to see. It's so quick; it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
Here, but I'm gonna assume that they actually dangled him off something very high.
Yes. Oh, for sure. When he can be dangled, he will be dangled. All right, July 12th, Charles, in theaters, Dolby Cinemas, large format, premium screens, and IMAX. So
wow. Okay.
We ready?
I'm ready. I'm so excited about this. This is gonna be so awesome. Yeah, I'm flipping out a little bit.
Great trailer. I know that I was a little worried after seeing the trailer that they perhaps showed too much of the movie. We have been assured since then we have not seen anything, apparently. There's much more movie.
We have been assured that this shows nothing.
Nothing at all.
But there's a lot more that is not seen. So I think they're being cautious. I am very excited. I cannot wait to see this movie. Obviously, I'm sure everybody knows that. But wow,
yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah. Any thoughts in summary, other than that?
Just looks like a great time at the movies. And yeah, I'm excited. We've been covering this movie for so long. We know very little about the plot, about what is actually going on with any of the characters.
Yeah.
So I think we are at the point where excitement perhaps is venturing into impatience. But yeah, just somebody show us this movie.
That's fair.
I think we seriously considered going to a test screening.
In Arizona that we heard about.
Yeah.
We caught wind from somebody on Twitter who was like, yeah, hey, there's this test screening happening, and I can't remember which city it was. It was in Arizona, and he was like, yeah, they like said all the description of like, if you've seen these movies, you might like this, and the guy was like, yeah, so hey, I think this is Mission. I'm gonna go, and that guy did go. But we talked about should we take a little trip out to Arizona this week?
Gotta hop on over to Tempe for a couple hours. Be right back. Yeah, we need it. We need it now.
We need it.
That's what I'm saying.
But you know what? It's good to wait and see it when it's done. When it's awesome. I'm sure it's awesome even in an unfinished form. But
yes,
very excited to see this movie, and it's going to be great to see it in its when it's all ready to go.
Well, what else do we have to get through here, Charles? You got some shout outs you
got to do? I got to give a special thank you to Derek Klingel, Sonia Miranda, and Jacob from Holland. Thank you so much for making this episode possible. We're super excited. We love our Patreon subscribers, and so everyone out there who doesn't know what a Patreon... Do you know what a Patreon is, Drew?
Do I know what a Patreon is? The answer is no.
Okay, well, a Patreon is it's like it's this website that people can use podcasts and other artistic endeavors, and I assume other things as well. I mean, we've talked about setting up a Patreon just to get you to stop doing your weird voices that you do when we come out of interviews.
But Charles, the people have spoken.
That's true. It's true. That we've had a lot of people message us to say that they support Drew in his insanity, and so I'm disappointed in all of you out there. But Drew thanks you for your support.
For the people that aren't into it, I didn't do it today, so. There you go. That's
you're welcome.
Gift. Yeah.
And so anyway, it's a way to support and make these shows possible. This keeps the lights on for us. It's not inexpensive to put on this show for 5 years straight. And what makes it possible to keep doing it week after week, every Friday for all these years is this Patreon. So thank you so much to our Patreon subscribers. We really appreciate it. You can sign up at patreon.com/lightthefuse. And check out our website, lightthefusepodcast.com. In there, we got an episode guide with show notes for every episode. And you can also check out the merch tab on there. That'll take you with a direct link to our TeePublic page where you can buy a shirt or a magnet or a pillow or whatever. Hey, did I tell you this? I actually ordered a pillow.
No, is it going to go on the couch behind you?
Yes, because I have this generic pillow back here in my office, and I was like, you know what? No, I need a Light the Fuse pillow. So that's happening. It's coming soon.
I love it.
And very excited about that. So, yeah, I think that's it for us. I got to give a special thank you. I got to credit our editor and mixer, Luke Burson, and our music composer, Kevin Blumenfeld, for his legally dissimilar-ish. He's hopefully going to get away with it. We'll see. He's out. He's on the run. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
But hopefully Paramount doesn't catch him. We'll find out about that maybe by the time the new movie comes out.
Charles, I gotta tell people also to follow us on social media, LightTheFuse-Pod on Instagram and Twitter.
Please do.
We
posted the trailer. We posted the poster right when it came out this morning. I mean, we're on top of it.
We're sharing all of Lauren's bongo related imagery.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is a must.
Yes. So, we'll be back next week. Do you want to talk about next week, Charles? I think we could. This is a pretty exciting guest.
Yeah, I don't know if we've announced this yet or not, but we've got Brian Burke coming on the show. Producer of, which ones did he produce? Ghost Protocol, Rogue Nation?
Yes. Weirdly, he did not produce 3, but he was around for 3.
But he has some good stories about 3.
He does. He was formerly the head of JJ's company, Bad Robot, which we love. And Charles has been to the lobby, too, and poked around until he was asked by security to stop.
I've had a couple general meetings at Bad Robot where they've definitely had me removed from the building, for sure.
But Brian is amazing. His stories are amazing, and we absolutely love him. And he sent us some very interesting merchandise.
Don't say what it is yet.
Yeah. We won't. I don't want to give it away.
Yes, but he sent us something that was amazing. We have to thank him. We have to send him a note to thank him for that still.
Yes, he doesn't know how amazing it is.
No,
he
doesn't
baffled by it.
Yeah. In the note that he wrote, he didn't even know what he gave us, the power that he gave us. We're very excited.
Yeah, come back next week. We'll talk about that. We'll get into the episode, and it'll be great. So we'll see you next week.
Thanks again for listening, everyone. Before we go, another mission, should you choose to accept it, please rate, review, and subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts. And remember that you can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at LightTheFusePod, and email us questions or comments at lightthefusepodcast@gmail.com. This message will self-destruct in 5 seconds.